So, we're back. Don't mind me. I'm just letting people know what's going on. Yeah, his ass was. Anyway, let this roll. Actually, I'll be right back. Might as well take a bathroom break. Might as well. Hey Chris, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Hey Chris, how you doing? We might as well turn this music off. Or pause it. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? All right, let's see.
Hi, I'm Mark Cerny. I'm excited to be here to talk about the newest addition to our console lineup, PlayStation 5 Pro, and how it advances
Damn, right
gaming
off rip?
technology. But first, I want to take just a minute to look at what we put in the original PlayStation 5 and how it delivers an exceptional gaming experience. When PS5 debuted in 2020,
came out the gate. It
brought
was
a
like
lot
PlayStation
to the
Pro.
table. 8 Zen 2 CPU cores form the brains of PlayStation 5 and enable high-speed complex gameplay, with character counts reaching into the hundreds
Sorry.
and frame rates that can be as high as 120 frames a second. PS5 has a powerful RDNA 2 GPU, which can render anything from intricate details to fantastic worlds with vast panoramas to explore. Ray tracing allows for dramatic visual improvements, including reflections off of water or glass, and the realism that comes from real-time global illumination. A custom SSD can load data at breathtaking speed, resulting in ultra-fast transitions between game worlds, and data streaming rates so high that traversal speeds are essentially unlimited. Tempest 3D audio tech brings an unparalleled sense of immersion to the sound of the games. With audio so real, you may not even need to see the enemies to know exactly where they are.
I still gotta beat that game.
Finally, the DualSense controller has haptics that let you feel through your hands what your character is experiencing inside of the game. It's wonderful to see such variety and richness of game experiences. Creators have made amazing use of the hardware capabilities, but when I talk to them, I do hear about their desire for more graphics performance. The dreams of the developers are bigger than can be supported at 60 frames per second, and that leads to an aspect of modern gaming that we're all familiar with: graphics modes. It can be a difficult choice for players. Fidelity modes emphasize the visuals, typically through higher resolution rendering. These modes might also have enhanced detail or use more ray tracing. But the games only run at 30 frames per second. The visuals can be choppier and the controls less responsive. Performance modes emphasize frame rate and interactivity, typically choosing to run at 60 frames per second.
Love that fight.
Mainly by reducing the graphical detail until those frame rates can be achieved. When asked to decide on a mode, players are choosing performance.
Oh, for real?
3/4
I'm gonna have to
of the
get that
time.
game.
Removing that decision, or at least narrowing that divide, is one of the key targets for PlayStation 5 Pro. We want to give players the graphics that the game creators aspire to, at the high frame rates that players typically prefer. To do that, PS5 Pro substantially improves over PlayStation 5 in 3 ways. Here's what we call the Big 3. First, we made the GPU much larger and increased the speed of the memory it uses. The result is rendering that's up to 45% faster.
Okay.
Second, we made major upgrades to the ray tracing, taking a streamlined and accelerated approach that allows calculation of the rays at double or even triple the speeds of PlayStation 5. And finally, we added custom hardware for machine learning and an AI library called PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, or PSSR for short. PSSR analyzes the game images pixel by pixel and can add an extraordinary amount of detail, which boosts the effective resolution of the games. Game creators are adding PS5 Pro support to new and existing titles, and with the Big 3 involved, the results can be pretty amazing, with graphics showing something like fidelity levels of detail, but at double the frame rate. Here's The Last of Us Part 2 running on PS5 Pro.
Damn,
It
look
has
at this.
huge amounts of detail and targets a super smooth 60 frames per second. But let's compare this to the fidelity mode on PS5, which is only running at 30 frames per second and is therefore much choppier. This goal of delivering almost fidelity-like graphics at performance frame rates has been achieved for a broad set of titles, including Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. We can see that PS5 Pro is close to doubling the power of PlayStation 5. Another way to compare the two consoles is to look at PS5 Pro versus Performance mode on PS5, both of which target 60 frames per second. What we see here is a difference in detail. PS5 Pro is much sharper and crisper than PS5. For this, my favorite is the parade scene from Ratchet & Clank. Distant details are much clearer. And here we can see Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is noticeably higher resolution throughout the scene.
Hey, look at that.
The trees and procedural
look at
cars.
That. You can really tell with Spider-Man 2.
So overall, some remarkable improvement to the games. On PS5 Pro, we can see increased sharpness to the graphics or smoother and more responsive gameplay. This is the big three showing their value. As you've been seeing, machine learning via the PSSR library is being used quite broadly to add pixel detail and boost frame rate. But there are as many approaches as there are game engines. The increase in raw GPU power is being especially effective for Horizon Forbidden West. Apart from the detail boost, that extra graphics power is allowing for improvements to lighting and visual effects, as well as to the hair and the skin in cinematics.
Open up, guys. Jor's orders.
Good enough for me.
This game looks amazing again. They knew to pick this game because this
Ray tracing is
game,
finding broad usage as well, particularly when
the
game is
Horizon
focused
series
on
really
higher
showed
frame
the
rates.
potential
The
of
faster
this.
hardware in PS5 Pro can make a real difference, allowing Gran Turismo 7 to add ray-traced reflections between the cars in gameplay.
Look at the car in the
while
blue.
continuing to
Look at the
support
car
the
yellow,
targeted 60
yellow on the
frames
black
per
car.
second. That boost
Look at the
in
red
ray
on the black
tracing is
car.
also delivering big wins for Hogwarts Legacy, allowing not only for better reflections and a greater variety of reflective surfaces, but also for further realism in the casting of shadows.
Yeah, you ain't lying, Chris.
I hope you've enjoyed this
It's
run through of the
ridiculous.
technology behind PlayStation 5 Pro. Simply put, it's the most powerful console we've ever built, and a worthy addition to the PS5 family. Let me wrap this up by giving you a quick look at a number of games running on the new console.
You'll never
Don't let me hang it.
Okay. Horizons look ridiculous.
You're right. It'll be worth it.
Okay.
Did I do it? Oh, what is this? What's with all the neon?
Oh my god. This looks amazing, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. Hey, yo. Tokyo get $700. And the vertical stand is sold separately? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Nah, fam. Nah. 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 Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, as you can see the word pause. Pause. Let me all right. The game's gonna look ridiculous. $700 is steep. However, I'm still gonna get it. Am I gonna get it when it drops? No. Am I eventually gonna get it? Chris was like, day one cop. I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna get it when it drops day one. I am gonna get it. Time frame, maybe 3 months. 3 months time. I'll give myself 3 months time to get it. But like Chris said, day one cop. But goddamn, damn. The stand being sold separately kind of irritated me. But with that being said, the stand probably gonna be like $50. If it's over 20, it should be 20. A stand should be $20. It should be $19.99. But knowing Sony, it's probably gonna be $49.99. I'll get the stand before I get the. If I'm get when I get it, I'm gonna get the stand first. I'm gonna get the stand first. Then I'm gonna get the system. But I will get the system. The base PS5 will give you like 300 towards it. So, if you trade in your PlayStation 3, PlayStation 3. You trade in your PlayStation 5, they give you 300 on it, and you get the PlayStation 4. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Yeah. With that being said, I'll probably do that. That's fair enough. That's yeah. So then you only got 300. If that's the case, then yeah, I'll probably get it day one. I'll probably get it. But damn, no, because my mid son, check this out, Chris. Check this out. So last night, my mid son, he was walking up the steps with his slick ass. Now I get what he meant with his slick ass. Now, in case y'all wondering, my mid son is strictly Xbox. My mid son is Xbox PC and Nintendo Switch. He does not play PlayStation, but he's been playing PlayStation games on the PC a year after it came out. He played Horizon. He's a fan of Days Gone. He loves Days Gone, and he played God of War. And this is like a year after the game came out on the PlayStation. So last night he was like, "So Dad, are you really gonna get the PlayStation 5 Pro?" Because me and my wife, if you saw my podcast just before this, said how I told y'all my wife she's gonna have to get me a PlayStation 5 Pro, but she's like, no, I'm not getting it, and you're not getting it, but I'm gonna get it. Come on now. Anyway, he was like, "So you really gonna get a PlayStation 5 Pro?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, good. So you can give me your old PlayStation 5." I was like, "Yeah, all right." And he was going up the steps, so and he waited to after I had my little tiff with my wife to slide that in. Now that it's been 12 hours later, and I'm thinking about it, he's really slick. Now, mind you, this is the son that does not play PlayStation on PlayStation. He'll play PlayStation games on the PC, but he won't play PlayStation games on the PlayStation. And I'm gonna talk to his. I think he here. He either at work or school. But when I see him, I'm like, "What do you mean? Let me give you my PlayStation 5 if I get the PlayStation 4 or 5 Pro? Because you don't even play PlayStation like that." "Well, the Xbox is not really the Xbox anymore, and PC games. I play PC games, but I gotta play yada 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 yada." Yeah, I'm gonna grill his ass. Yeah. Chris, he already converted. I remember specifically last year or the year before last when I went upstairs and I saw him on the PC, and I was like, "Is that Days Gone?" He's like, "Yeah, I love it." I was like, "Are you playing Days Gone on the PC?" He's like, "Yeah, this game is amazing." I was like, "You could have played it on the PlayStation, right?" "Yeah, I don't." Anyway, then I go downstairs. Then I catch him playing God of War Ragnarok. I was like, "Is that God of War Ragnarok?" "Yeah, I love it. You could have played this on my PC or your brother's PlayStation." Okay. Keep playing Horizon. Yeah, last week he was playing Horizon Forbidden West. And I'm like, "Dog, why don't you just buy a PlayStation 5? You got your own job now. You got money. You got your own credit cards. You got good credit. Why don't you just get a PlayStation 5? And for me to get pushed back for the last 4 to 5 years, and to last night, he's like, "Well, you gonna give me your PlayStation 5? Well, and to be fair, I don't play my Xbox. My Xbox is right here. Right? It's all ugly shit. To be fair, my Xbox is sitting here collecting dust. I don't even play this shit. But yeah, to be fair, Damn, that thing heavy as fuck. To be fair, yeah. So yeah, I mean, it depends. It depends. It depends. Hey Chris, did they show the release date? Did they have the hold on? Did they have a release date? They just did the price, right? Hold on, they just did the price, right? Hold on, let's see. They just did they just did the I swear they hold on. Did they Oh, November 7th. Oh, damn. November 7th? So, November 7th. November 7th. November 7th. So the game comes out November 7th. November 7th at $700. But if you so you know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna go up to GameStop and I'm gonna see what they talking about. Later on tonight, I'm gonna go to PlayStation. Actually, we can go to PlayStation.com site right now. Let's go to PlayStation site right now. See what they talking about. Sony. See what they talking about. Actually, let's go to Sony PlayStation. Let's go to store. Buy consoles. They haven't updated it yet. So with the Pro coming out, the PlayStation 5 console is at 500. PlayStation back market, you can trade in your PlayStation 4 and you get an extra $50. Let's see. That's not bad. So if you can do that, oh, you know what? I might do this, dog. You know what? You know what? You know what? This is what I might do. I have two PlayStation 4s. One is a Pro, one is a regular. I'm gonna trade that in, and then my trade in my PlayStation 5. Knock that off. Hey. I might have to go to the old traded back in shell. Back in the day, I was a bartering fool in GameStop. When a new system or a new game came out, hey look, I trade all this in to get this. Like when remember Electronic Boutique, I traded in my faulty ass PlayStation 2 to get a GameCube. So yeah, he might have to come back. I might have to come back. So if I trade in my PlayStation 4 Pro and my PlayStation 4, I was going to think about getting a virtual, but you know what? PlayStation 5 Pro come out November. Again, ladies and gentlemen, PlayStation 5 Pro comes out November 7th. So you have a couple months. Actually, let me take this screenshot. Let me take this screenshot and post it on Facebook. You know how we do. No, we do, Chris. All right, go to Facebook. I'm doing this all live so y'all see. And I'm gonna tag it. PlayStation 5 Pro. November 7th, 2024. All right, there we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, we out. Thank you for joining. Let's enjoy the rest of our Tuesday. It's Reset Tuesday. If you play live system games, you know what that means. All right, I'm out. Enjoy the rest of y'all.